Hi guys and welcome back. Thank you to everybody who left likes and comments last week on my video. Hello to all of my new subscribers. This is your favorite DNA geek and got a lot to talk about today, so let's jump right in. It's the first of the month. Happy September, everybody. Gosh, where has the year gone? Well, we've spent most of it inside our houses, but I mean, what can you do? So, I'm going to do 3 things today. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an update on everything that I got done in August. So you can see the progress that I made. I'm going to talk a little bit about September. I mentioned it last week, but I'm kind of modified my goals, and then I've also got all the whips here to give you a starting point update. And then I am going to send you over to the learning video for the week. This week I tackled the French knot that has been evading me for decades, and I've been doing this for more years than I need to mention, and the idea that I still couldn't get a French knot was really eating at me. So I sat down with some scrap fabric and some scrap floss, and I just practiced until I got it. So you'll see the result of that. For the final time, I'm going to apologize. The lighting is not ideal. The camera angles are not ideal. I'm still very much learning how to do video. I got some new lighting. You may be able to tell. I can see it flickering off my glasses. So yeah, I have to figure out how to fix that too. Oh my gosh. So yeah, but I've gotten some new lighting. I've gotten some new tripods. I've been working on some camera angles, but I'm still learning. So this one is not the best. It's not the easiest to see. It's definitely not a professional caliber, but I am still working on it, and I hope that you will give me the patience, what patience you can spare while I work my way through that. And in the meantime, I hope that you find it at least entertaining and or helpful for me to put up some of these other ones that aren't maybe the best, but are steadily improving. I mean, look, I'm not completely washed out from the window. That's one thing. One of my goals for my craft room eventually is to get light blocking blinds so that I can get rid of that, because I've got windows on 2 walls and there's basically no place in the room that I can film comfortably without the light being a problem. So I'm working on that, but that is definitely not a project for right now because I still got to convert this room full-time into a craft room. And when it's done, I'll give everybody a craft room tour. So anyway, I've got those 3 things to do really quick, so let's go ahead and dive right in. The first thing we're going to do is talk about August progress. I'm pretty proud of myself. You know, I did not think I would get as far as I did. If you remember, August I deemed the month to catch up or make progress. I knew I wasn't going to catch up on anything. Make progress on some of my stitch-alongs, that a lot of which have been sorely neglected. Oh no, I'm sorry, there are 4 things I need to do, and the first one I'm going to do is the one that I didn't mention, and that is haul. I have goodies. The first thing I got is my stuff for the Dark Queen of the Sea stitch-along came in today. Well, no, it didn't come in today. It came in last week. Dark Queen of the Sea stitch-along started today. I've not yet printed out the pattern, but I've seen a picture of it and I'm really excited. It's so cool. But in the meantime, I'll show you what I'm going to be working with. So this is the official fabric. It is from Under the Sea Fabrics, and it is called Bewitched, and it is just a gorgeous mix of green and blue and purple. I would love to do more work on opalescence, but what I've found is that I have a harder time seeing opalescence than I do other ones, and I don't know why that is. It doesn't seem like it should be that difficult. But I don't like to stitch on them. I love the way they look, but I don't like to stitch on them. So that's the fabric. I also got these specialty threads, which these are Petite Treasure Braid. So there those are. From Rainbow Gallery, Petite Treasure Braid in those 3 colors. I'll fix it later. And then I got the bead pack. And this will be interesting because I have beads on hand. There are a couple of projects I've been working on that I intended to use beads for, and they are not to the point where I would need beads yet. So I've got pink and blue. We've got 2 different sizes of freshwater pearl. A different shape in the same blue. Turquoise. And this turquoise drop. So yeah, I'm really excited to get a start on this one. Probably not going to get to today. I am working from home today, and right now I'm taking a quick break to edit and to film this and edit the entire video, but I still have several hours worth of work left to go. I'll probably be working until like 1 a.m., which is normal for me. But one of the reasons that I decided to work from home today was I had errands that had to be run, and by the time I got done with the errands, it was late afternoon. And so now I'm gonna have to work until early morning. But you don't care about that. You're here to see my whips. So, all right, let's get this rolling. Again, if you remember, August was the month of the stitch along. It was just the month I was gonna, oh! I got rid of the babbles, but I've gained the scatterbrain. I have more haul. So my fabric of the month from Mystic came. In fact, I got it out of the mailbox 20 minutes ago. It came right before I was gonna start. And this is, she wanted to give us something Halloween-y. Apparently it's been a common request. So here we have Bugs and Hisses. And it is a lovely, I love the name first of all. And it is a lovely orange with gray, green, gray, brown. I think she said it's brown. Highlights in it. And this will probably be used for, if I do it, the Stitchonomy. And I know last week I said Stitcherovia. I'm sorry, it's actually Stitchonomy that is doing the Halloween stitch along. I think it's not too late to sign up for that one. I think once it starts, it will be too late to sign up. That's not one where you can join later and catch up. I believe the address is stitch-along.com. to sign up for that. If you're interested in it, it is free. I'll double check that and make sure that I put the correct address in the show description. So, but yeah, I don't think it's too late. All right, let's see what I got here. And I have my iPad here to show you hopefully a picture of how it looked at the beginning of the month versus how it looks now. So the first one I'm going to start with is my the birth announcement, the Harry Potter birth announcement. And here's where I was on August 1st. Oh boy, you really can't see that around the light. Just a second. Let's see if this will make me. Okay, it kind of makes me wash out, but not nearly as bad. So as long as we're doing this, the light will be off. So here's where I was. And with the exception of covering up the last name, here is where I am now. So you can see I got a lot done on this one. The last name is actually completely finished underneath there, so all I have left is the rest of the D, and then the entire top half will be done. And I've already gotten a little bit of a start on the bottom half. So we're just probably right at halfway done with this one right now. Hopefully the bottom half will go faster than the top half. This is going to remain priority number 1. So this is the one I will work on if I work on nothing else throughout the rest of the month. Okay, next up. Grimm's Fairy Tales Stitch Along from Cloud's Factory. No. I'm kind of going in the order of, from now on I'm going in the order from most to least that I got done. So probably the one I got the least done on this month was Letters from Hogwarts. So here is where it was at the beginning of the month on August 1st. And here's where it is now. So you can see I really didn't get a lot done. I got some more filled in up here at the top, and then I decided that one of the things that's frustrating me about this is a lot of this stripy background. And it gets kind of like, I feel like I'm not making any progress. So I decided that I'm going to kind of move out. I actually got some of the pages of frame out of the way. One of the pages of frame out of the way. So I don't have quite so much in my pattern with this one left to do. It's also moving me over. So I believe September's has just come out, and I think it's up here. So if I really want to totally take a break from this, I can work on September's. It is Amortentia. And yeah, this one, I am resigned to the fact that this will not be done anywhere near on time. It's going to go into the pile of whips, long-term whips, because it's huge. I love working on it though, and I am not going to give up on it. So didn't get very far on that one this month. I think probably the next one I'm going to show you is Grimm's So here is where Grimm's was. I was not quite done with February. I just had a little bit of this vine left to do on August 1st. And I moved the Q-snap a little bit so you can see I did finish the vine, and I have started work on, this was July's, the fisherman and his wife. So I got the castle done here in the background, but I need to finish the fisherman and his wife, and then I can move on. I'm going to put this aside because I'll talk about this one more in a minute. The Good Place. Everything is fine. Stitch Along from Son of a Stitch. If you'll remember, it had come out just at the end of July, and I had gotten a little bit done on it. So there is a picture of where I was on that one. I did finish, except for the border. I kind of fill in borders as I go. So you can see I've got the borders started, but there it is, completely done. I actually lucked out because that is oh, this month's release. Since I decided to do it all as one big piece, I think I've mentioned this before, the way that the frame for the big piece is set up, there are 11 characters and there are only 10 slots. So I had to drop a slot, and I had chosen Derek because, I mean, I like the character, but out of all of the characters that were listed as we were going to get pieces from them, he was probably my least favorite, so I picked him, and of course this month's release is Derek. So I get a month off from that, which is good, because I have 1 month left of Wonders of Space, which you'll see in a minute, and then that one's out of the way. So I'm kind of going to use the time I would have spent on that on this one. Okay. Temperature stitch along. No, Wonders of Space. I'm going to go ahead since I was just talking about that. Sorry, my tablet is being a pain. Okay, here is Wonders of Space, as it was on August 1st. Particularly love this one, so I hope you can see it very well. This one is still caught up. I finished Jupiter, which was this month's piece, and one more. I've got 2 weeks left until the release of the final piece of this one, then it'll be done. And I believe that the sign-ups for next year, which is mostly going to be planets, but there's 11 releases, so I think something else is going to be included in there. Well, obviously something else is going to be included in there. I know she is including Pluto. But then there'll have to be a couple other things besides just the planets. So I'm interested to see. And it's going to be 11 months long next year. January through November. Do you mind? What are you doing? Sorry. Hugs. Come on. Come on. Say hi. Say hi. Yeah. There you go. Say hi. All right. You got your hug. Get down. I love you too, but this is going to be a long video to begin with. So you got your hug. You got to say hi. Now get down. Off. Thank you. Someone told me last week I don't have to apologize for puppy hugs, so no apologies. All right, temperature stitch along. Here is where I was on August 1st. It was complete through July 31st. And you can see I was pretty much completely around. That was upside down. Okay, so just realize that had to have been upside, no, it wasn't. That's right, it was left off there, so we had this one little turn left to go. So here we have today's. As of, this was complete through August 31st, so we made it all the way around. From that side, we made it all the way up. And you can see we actually have a corner. We're starting to develop the edge pieces now. So that's pretty exciting. Only 4 months left. Who would have thought I would ever keep up? Not me, that's for sure. One that I don't have a starting picture of is Frankenstein, the Stitching Book Club. So this comes at, this came out, the frame came out, well, before I joined. But since the last time we talked, I think, I had been working on the frame. So the first episode dropped, and it's 2 squares. I went from babbly last week to just not being able to get a word out this week. So I'm just going to show you. Here's where I am. You can see the title I know had already been finished. But now I've got the boat done, and I have no idea if you can see that or not. So I've got the boat done, so there's just a little bit that needs to get done along the bottom here, and then I'm going to come back out and do the part of the border that goes around that, and then I'll come up and do the other square, which is up here. So I should stay caught up on this one. I've already finished the reading for this month. It was through chapter 8. Floss everywhere. And the last one that I am super proud of how far I got on this one is the Avatar: The Last Airbender Stitch Along. Here is where I was on August 1st. And here is where I am now. And I'm just really proud of how much I got accomplished on this one. It's kind of sad when you think about the fact that this is panel 1, and we've already had the first 6 panels released, and 7 will probably be out any day now. So yeah, because it's full coverage all the way in here. I think it's something like 57 by 60 each one, and completely full coverage. So it's a lot. I am pretty much resigned to the fact that I will not have this one done on time either, but I have all the pieces and I will continue to enjoy it. So that's that. Okay, so that is how I did in August. I hope that you agree with me that I feel like I got quite a bit done. Let's turn the light back on, see if we can kind of wash out some of that that haze that we get when the light is on the side of me. I may have to stop wearing my glasses for this. So anyway, yeah, September. September, I am going to focus on mostly on gifts, and there's a caveat to that. The first priority is obviously still going to be the birth announcement, which is a gift, so it fits right in. And kind of remind you where that one is, since I said I was going to do starting and ending points. So here is that one. I am going to work on keeping caught up my stitch alongs that are caught up. So the temperature stitch along. And Wonders of Space, I am going to finish this month. Also, Frankenstein. And I haven't started it yet. Oh boy, I've already lost it. Oh, here it is. And Dark Queen of the Seas. I won't get started on it tonight, but hopefully tomorrow. So Letters from Hogwarts is going back in the pile. Grimm's is also a gift. It's a gift for my niece, so this one will get some work this month as well. hopefully I'll start actually making some headway on this one. I just haven't been enthused about it lately, so I think that's kind of been part of the problem. I don't know. Sometimes you have stitchy bug for something and sometimes you don't. And that one I just don't. Also going to be working on sunflowers is a gift for a friend. We do Disney. I'm going to keep working on. That is a gift for a friend. I am starting a new project. This is on Mystic Fabrics Galaxy. There is absolutely nothing on it yet. This is for the graduation gift for my adopted nibbling. So I have the chart and it's ready to go. And so I'll throw that one into the mix. And then the last gift that I still have to work on is Defying Gravity. This one is full coverage, so it's going to take a really long time. And I am not very far on it yet. I have exactly that much done. So priority 1, birth announcement. Priority 2, stitch-alongs that I am currently caught up on that have pieces out this month. Priority 3, gifts. And I'm going to keep working on this one. I'm going to call it a gift for me, because I really like this one. I've got my stitching mojo on this one really well right now, and I want to kind of ride that wave because it sat for months with me doing nothing on it. So yeah, I'm going to throw it into the list. So I've got 6 gifts plus this that I want to work on, in addition to keeping Frankenstein and Dark Queen of the Seas and the Temperature Stitch Along kept up. That's a lot. That's a whole lot. I don't expect to make much headway on the gifts, to be completely honest. But, I mean, it is what it is. That's what happens when you've got way too many projects. I need to narrow my focus and not have all 30 of them, or however many, I think it's 27 or 28, be an option. So this is what I've picked. I'm still not good at narrowing it down, obviously you can see, because I still have, what, 6 gifts plus the 3 stitch-alongs. So I've still got 9 projects that I am ambitiously trying to work on this month. But it is better than 30, right? So that's that. I'm gonna go ahead and throw you over to my learning video for the month, which is me versus the dastardly French knot. I hope you enjoy it. Well, hi guys. Today we're going to do something that I have been promising to do for a long time. It's high time that I learned how to do this. I've been stitching for more years than I care to admit. And I have never actually mastered this. So today I am going to learn how to do a French knot. I hope. Or maybe a colonial knot. I'm gonna try to put a knot on the fabric that is supposed to be there instead of the ones that I usually put on the fabric which are not supposed to be there. So wish me luck. Let's go. Okay, here we go. I have a little scrap piece of Aida here. I probably should have actually done this in a Q-snap or in a hoop, because that's how I would normally do this. But I don't want to waste that much fabric. So now, what I understand is that to do a French knot, you hold this tight and then just wrap around a couple of times. And then go down into the fabric. And it went right through. Woohoo! It's a knot. It's just on the wrong side. Okay, so maybe I just need to make that a little wider. All right, well, we'll try it again. Oh, now the knot came all the way through over here. We'll do what I always do with knots I can't seem to get out. Just go sit on the back side of the fabric. Shh, I didn't say that. I always pick out my knots. All right, so let's try this again. 2 times around. Maybe this time we'll go like halfway up. Kinda? I don't think it's supposed to be that big. Or stick that high up. I don't know if you can see that, but it's kind of actually got a loop through the center. I guess we'll just try it again. Sorry if the camera is wiggling a little bit. I'm trying not to move it too much. But the tripod is right by my knee. So, all right, let's try this again. I still got that damn loop. Ah. Well, I've heard some people say it's easier if you don't move the thread, if you move the needle. So let's try it that way. Keep that taut. Is that a French knot? It looks a little small. These look too big, but that looks too small. Oh, goodness, goodness, goodness. See, this is why I have to learn. All right, well, but it seems like that worked better. So let's try that again with the wrapping twice around using the needle. It did that same loopy thing again. Well, come on. I just want to do a French knot because I've got about a zillion in one of the projects I'm supposed to do. Oh, better. It's still got the loop, but it's smaller. I'd say that's probably the closest I've come. You know what? Let's try a colonial knot. In case you're not familiar with what a colonial knot is, it's kind of like a French knot, but instead of going twice around the same way, you kind of figure 8. Actually, I don't even know how to do a colonial knot now that I think about it. I'd read about them, but I never actually watched it. Okay. Think, think, think. There's gotta be a way around that. Okay. I seem to have less problem with it when I do it this way. I'm gonna push that further together on the needle. And okay, I need more thread. Okay, I've got some more floss. Went ahead and I decided to mount this little scrap in a hoop just so that it might help me with having both hands free and keeping the fabric taut. I apologize about the lighting I tried to fix it, but I'm having trouble with my blinds, so if this is absolutely horrible, I am sorry. All right, ready to try again. Here we go. Ah. Did I do it? I did it. All right, let's try it again. You guys, I've got it. I figured it out. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's what I'm doing differently than I had been in the past. Getting this in here, getting it around twice, and then I'm pulling it down as close to the fabric as I can get. And holding the knot against the fabric. Before I run the needle through. And there it is. You guys, I've got it. They're not perfect. They're not gorgeous. Let's try them with a little bit less tension. Be a little bit bigger and fluffier, maybe. Guys! Look at that. Look at that little French knot. Hold it tight. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say I've got it. Guys, I'm so excited. I've never been able to do French knots. And look at those. Like I said, they're not perfect, but they are better than anything I've ever done. They're way better than these were. Oh gosh, guys, I'm so excited. Woohoo! So there we go, guys. I did it! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I can't believe it. I've gone back and I've looked at the video and I'm really sorry. It's really hard to see. I am still learning. I've got brand new lighting and I'm still learning, and I'm hoping that you can at least see it okay enough to get some detail. Here is, oh, it's still horrible even at this angle. I'm trying to learn how to do this stuff and I'm having a hard time. But I hope that you could see well enough to see me actually get the French knots. I've gone back and I've watched it and I can tell what I'm doing, but I know what I'm doing, so I don't know if that like changed my perception or what. I'll keep working on the lighting. I'll keep trying to get something that you can see more close up. It's kind of hard with just a phone, which is what I've got to work with right now, but I'm working on it. and I'm so excited. I've got French knots. They're not the prettiest things, but they're there. And that's really good because in one of my projects coming up that's sitting right over here, I actually have a French knot that I'm supposed to do. And I've always kind of like cheated and done like a half a vertical stitch. Maybe someday I'll show you it when I can figure out the lighting. But I'm feeling way too proud of myself and way too accomplished for doing a stupid knot. But I did it. Victory is mine. And yeah, that's it. I wonder what we're gonna figure out how to do next. And there you go. I did it! Yay! I was ridiculously excited over that. Not gonna lie, I am a dork and I get excited over the silliest little things, but I finally conquered the French knot. And just in time too, because there's actually one in the release of Grimm's that I'm working on that is going to be on my to-do list this month. So I can't finish July until I have a French knot. So yeah, there we go. That's it. Next week is going to be another short, sweet whip update. And that's what you're going to get for the next 3 weeks until our next learning video the first week of October. Ooh, October. October is my favorite month. I love Halloween. So there you go. In the meantime, I hope you guys all stay safe, stay healthy, stay stitchy. And I will see you next week. Bye.